Abode of Greatness Worldwide is a greatness center and a subsidiary of John Ughulu Foundation, a 501c3 nonprofit organization, and our mission is to serve, lead, and impact. Disclaimer: this is not a religious organization. For donations, volunteer services, and inquiries, visit our website, www.johnughulufoundation.org.
Hello, everybody. How are you? It's a beautiful day. It's a great day. It's the day that has been made specifically for us to rise and shine. If you can hear me, I want you to please type "I can hear you" in the comment section. It's a great day. Always remember to start your day with gratitude. So let me give our disclaimer. This is not a religious activity. This is not a religious institution. It's not a religious organization. Abode of Greatness Worldwide is a greatness center and a subsidiary of the John Ughulu Foundation, which is a 501c3 nonprofit organization. And our mission is to serve, lead, and impact. Let me see. Okay, yes, thank you for letting me know that you can hear me. I love that. Thank you. So we will be having weekly inspirational and motivational broadcasts that will help people transition from where they are to where they want to be. It could be in their jobs, in their businesses, and we can also provide the basic human needs like food, clothing, and shelter. In the process of doing this, we will be helping families in Africa and in the United States to either pursue these purposes. And with the help of general donors like yourself who's watching, you who has the ability to help other people, we will be able to make this happen by selecting one or two persons every month and doing something beautiful for them. Our main focus will be on people between the ages of 16 to 25 years of age. So if you or anyone you know needs support in the areas I have mentioned, please do not hesitate to send us an email, or you can send me a DM. And for donations, you can visit our website, johnughulufoundation.org. If you need to make inquiries about volunteer services or donations, visit our website. Our contact information will be displayed on the screen. So we will make that available for you right now. Yes, you can see that. It's a beautiful day, and I want you to accept that, because what you feed your subconscious mind is what the body reacts to. And today, we will be talking about the importance of setting goals. So I don't know where you're watching me from. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. My name is John Ughulu. I am the founder of Abode of Greatness Worldwide. And it gives me great joy doing what I do. I wake up every morning looking forward to speaking to you. So today we will be talking about the importance of setting goals. I want you to write that down. The importance of setting goals. Grab a pen and a notepad and a piece of paper, whatever you feel you can write on, and write it down. For those people who are watching the replay, you can please just type #replay. #replay. That way we would know you watched the replay, and we would know how to respond to your questions. I want you to know that today is the first day of the rest of your life. It's a day that has been made and ordained. So write down the importance of setting goals. I know a lot of people would say, this guy is always talking about goals. Yes. I will talk about goals for the rest of my life, and I will constantly remind you about the importance of setting goals. Okay, yes, thank you for letting me know that you can hear me. Greetings. Thank you. The importance of setting goals. First of all, just like I always do, I like to give you the definition of the main word we will be talking about. So, right here, we're talking about goals. And a lot of people underestimate the importance of having and, following our goals. So, goals, my definition I will give you for that word, goals, we're not referring to, the goals for soccer or football. We're talking about life goals. Goals are essentially everything you as a human being would like to accomplish. Those are your goals. Those things you would like to accomplish, those are goals. But we still need to go further to remind everybody that not until you write down those ideas, not until you write down those visions, only then can those things be converted into goals. But if they are still in your head, if they are still in your mind, then we can put them under the category, we can classify them as visions, we can classify them as fantasies. It all depends. But the moment you put those ideas on paper, then it becomes a goal, right? It becomes a goal. My favorite quote about goals still remains the quote from the great Greg Reed. It says, a dream written down with timelines becomes a goal. A goal broken down into steps becomes a plan. A plan backed with action makes your dreams come true. Now, a lot of people would say he loves this quote. Yes, I love the quote. I love to repeat it because that quote has done a lot for me. That quote has helped me. The book by Greg Reed has helped me really understand how to really focus on my goals. There are so many other great books talking about goals out there, but this particular book and that quote helps me stay focused on my goals. So I want it to also register in your subconscious mind. That's what we do. Our goal is to constantly remind you of those things you already know. And there is power in repetition. When you constantly hear that quote from Greg Reed from me, then it will register. And that's my goal. Yes. So goals are essentially everything you want to accomplish in life. It could be in your business. It could be in your marriage. It could be in your career. It could be health goals. But for as long as it is something you would like to achieve, it is a goal. So now that takes me to talking about what goals help us do. I'm going to give us 5 things. I would give us 5, a list of 5 things that goals would help you do, either in your business, in your relationship. It could be marriage or courtship or dating. What it will help you do in your career, what it will help you do even in your spiritual life. The first one we will be talking about is that it's already obvious. Goals help us convert our dreams and visions into reality. I want you to take note of that. Take that down. Write that down. I would also put that in the comment section. Please like and share this broadcast. Like and share this broadcast. But there's someone out there. There's someone out there who really needs to hear this. Like and share this broadcast. Goals help us convert our dreams and visions to reality. So I would reiterate the importance of writing down your dreams, because just like what Emily Dickinson said, she said the brain is wider than the sky. What that means is that the brain has the ability to process so many things within a short period of time. And research has already proved it, that the brain processes millions of information within a minute. Research has confirmed it. The brain processes millions of information within a minute. So what that tells you, if you are trying to imagine that, within a minute, data passes through the brain like, you know, a lot of data. You know what? Millions. When we're talking about millions, we're talking about a whole lot. So within 60 seconds, the brain has the capacity, has the ability to process millions of information. And that is where goal setting comes in. If you fail to understand how to convert the most powerful ideas into goals, then they will just be one of those millions that hover around, that keep coming and going through the brain. And you don't want that to happen. That is where goal setting comes in. So when that data processing is happening in the brain, it is up to you to decide to pick out the most powerful, the strongest, the biggest one out of them and write it down so that you can focus on that. That is the way to break the flow of the brain. It is a house. The brain is a house of information, a house of data. But you need to pick out one and focus on that one. The moment you write it down, it becomes your main focus. It means you have disrupted the flow of the brain. So goals help us convert our dreams and visions into reality. I want you to know that even this internet that we are using today, that we are enjoying, was once an idea. It was once an idea. Your telephone, your cell phone, your mobile phone was once an idea, right? Even the machines that guys use to get a haircut was once an idea. Even the comb, the stretching comb that ladies use was once an idea. Even the blower, the hair dryer that ladies use was once an idea. So most of the greatest things we enjoy in life today, even light, electricity, cars, the airplane, they were all once someone's idea. But the reason why those ideas were able to come to life was because of just one major move, a singular move, one move. What was that move? They were able to convert their dream, their visions into goals, which is the first step. What is it in life that you want to achieve? What are you envisioning for yourself? Do you want to be the world's greatest storyteller? Do you want to be the world's greatest preacher? Do you want to be the world's greatest inventor? What are those things you want in life? The first thing is learn how to write down your goals. It might look simple. It might sound simple. But I tell you that there are hundreds of people who have heard this message who still have not had the strength to go out to a stationery store and get a book, a journal, a notepad where they will write down their goals. Writing down goals always sounds easy. It always sounds easy. But out of 10 people who listen, out of 10 people who understand the importance of writing down these goals, you only have a little above half who go that extra mile to do what is required. My question for you who's listening to me today is, have you gotten that journal or that notepad or that book where you typically write down your ideas? Do you have it? That's my question for you today. Do you have it? If you don't, it's never too late. Just after watching this program, get up from the chair, go out, buy some new writing pens, buy a notepad, buy a journal, and start writing down your goals. Start writing down your thoughts. Start writing down your visions. That's the difference between those who do things and those who wished they got things done. So the first one is, goals help us convert our dreams and visions into reality. The next one is, goals help us stay focused. I'm going to put that in the comment section. Number 2, goals help us stay focused. Yes, it helps us stay focused. No wonder my communication mentor and coach, Mr. Les Brown, the world's greatest motivational speaker, would always say, remember to review your goals at least twice a day in order to stay focused on those goals. Great men and women know the importance of reviewing goals. How many times have you written down a list, and when you go without the list to the grocery store, assuming you're going to a grocery store and you write down a list, if you for any reason forget the list at home or in the car, and you say, oh, let me just try to get these things off my head, without going to grab the list, what happens? You realize all the time that when you get back to where that list is, you probably would have missed out a few items on that list, right? That's a clear example. That's because the list helps you stay focused. The list helps you with certain things like scale of preference. In economics, they call it scale of preference, or opportunity cost, scale of preference. When you go into the grocery store at times without a list, you realize that you might want to buy things out of impulse, things that are not even necessary, things that you just feel are attractive and you want them. Without a list, you would not be able to balance your needs and your wants. You would get some of your needs and some wants that really attract you. You would also get them, even if they are not necessary at that point. So your goal is like your grocery list. Your goals help you stay focused. It helps you stay focused on your desired plan. I want you to take note of that. They help us stay focused. And on to the next one. Goals help us realign. I love this one. Goals help us realign. Let me put that in the comment section. All right. Goals help us realign. In this case, I would like to use a GPS. That's a car navigation. When you go into an address you have never been to in your life, what happens if you have a navigation, a GPS? All you need to do is to ask the person whom you are going to see for the person's address. And when you put that address in the GPS, what happens? At the beginning, it buffers for a few seconds. It buffers while it's trying to determine the route. And when it determines that route, what happens next? It gives you an estimated time of arrival, which means it would say you would arrive at your destination at at this time or at that time. And what you need to do at that point is to get into your car and start driving. Things do happen. We could get distracted one way or the other while driving and we would miss our turn. The moment you miss your turn, when you have a navigation, a GPS, you don't have to fret over missing your turn, because all that GPS will do is it will reroute and realign with the initial direction, right? It will reroute and realign. Why? Because it was programmed to take you to a particular place. And at some point, it realized that you took a wrong route. But still, the primary focus is to get you to your final destination, right? That's the same thing goals are meant to do. When you have your goals written down, no matter how much tweaking you do with your dreams, your business plans, your career change, your projects, no matter how much tweaking you do, because tweaking is allowed. When you plan on doing something, there's a possibility that you might want to tweak it a little while you're working on it, right? It is allowed. But during the process of tweaking your dreams, your goals, if you get lost, the moment you pick up your blueprint, your plan, it could be your business plan, you would again remember the initial reason for getting started on that journey. That's why I always tell people, before you start a business, get a business plan. Get a business plan. It is very important. Do not underestimate the importance of having a business plan. It is that business plan that would constantly remind you the reason why you started at first. When you, for any reason, try to reduce your standards, because it is life does happen. At times we might get to a point where we feel, no, we need to reduce our values or our standards. It is your plan that would help you realign with your initial purpose. That's why Les Brown say, review your goals at least twice a day in order for you to stay focused. Always have a business plan. It doesn't cost so much to get one. It doesn't cost so much to get one. I have a team that works on business plans. I have a team of professionals that work with us who can help you get your business plan. If you do not have a business plan today, please go get one. Your business plan helps you realign with your true purpose. That is what a goal does. When you have them written down, they help you realign with your true purpose. And that will take us to the next one. Goals encourages us to take action. Yes. Goals will propel you to take action. Last week, I reminded everybody about the importance of writing down our visions and our dreams. It does not only convert your dreams and your visions into goals, it gives you a kind of excitement to get started. It's like you wanting to buy a car. The moment you tell yourself that you are due for a new car, what happens? You will notice that the urge, the need, the desire to always want to go to the internet to search for cars would always be there, right? And the moment you start searching for cars online, what happens? It becomes difficult for you to drop that desire. It becomes difficult for you to let go of that intended goal or project. The same thing when you want to buy a house. The moment your subconscious mind accepts the fact that it is time for me to buy a house, the same thing happens. You become so excited. Everything you talk about from that point would always relate to you wanting to buy a house. So when you're with friends, you would always say, "Hey, man, I just made up my mind. I think I would be getting a house, or I would love to get a house. Do you have an idea of the best area that I can live with my family?" You would realize that more than half of the things you discuss from that point with your friends and family members will be relating to that house project. You become excited. You become that person who wants to get it desperately. And that is what goals do for us. They encourage us to take action. So the moment you have that great idea of yours, yes, just like when I decided to become a motivational speaker. Prior to me making that decision, I used to be a very shy person. So shy that I couldn't even imagine myself climbing a stage and giving a toast. A toast, you could even tweak a toast and make it as short as possible, say for a minute, right? I was so shy that I couldn't even think of how on earth I would climb a stage, face an audience, and give a toast. My mom used to tell me back then that she would say, "John, when I was pregnant with you, I used to always have this dream. And in that dream, I would see a tall, dark-skinned man, all dressed up in suit, speaking with a microphone and addressing a congregation, addressing a crowd." And whenever she says that, I would say, "Mom, if you are referring to me, trust me, I don't have any plans of becoming a preacher. I don't have any plans of holding a microphone and talking to people." But that was what I knew about myself at that time. But as I grew older, wiser, more knowledgeable, I realized that oratory was something I had a passion for. I realized that speaking was something I would really love to do. But I just had some limiting beliefs that I had to get rid of. And when I made up my mind to become that speaker, what happened? All I did was to make up my mind. And the moment my mind was made up, I started writing out my plans. I started writing down my plans. But a lot of those goals at that point, to me at that time, they were goals that I felt I couldn't even accomplish, especially because of my limiting belief, especially because of my shyness. But I would always write it down. Write down the goals. Many. There are no limits to the things you can accomplish. There are no limits to the things you can write down as your goals. And I started writing down goals. The goals will encourage you. The goals will help you transfer that energy of impossibility into possibility. You will begin to see those ideas as things that can be done. I wrote down my goals, and one of my major goals was I would have Mr. Les Brown coach me one-on-one. I would have him be my one-on-one coach and one-on-one communication mentor. I didn't know how that would happen, but for the fact that I had it written down, I was always grilling myself. I was always pushing myself. I was always looking for ways. I was always looking for ways around achieving that goal. Goals encourage you. I wrote down my dreams and my goals, that I was going to be a speaker, irrespective of my shyness. That's exactly how it was written down. I will be a speaker, irrespective of my shyness. And I will have Mr. Les Brown as my communication coach and communication mentor. And I wrote down dates and timelines on when I would have these things accomplished. Those are the same things you should do about your goals. Because the moment you see them every day, you should have them in your wallet. You should have your goals written down. You can get a card. You can get a small piece of paper. Write it down. Carry them everywhere you go. Have a screenshot of it, just in case you forget your wallet. Have a copy in your wallet. If you go around with a journal, just like myself, I always have one. If you go around with a journal, have your goals written down. There's no cap to the number of goals one should have. The more goals you write down, the more your ability to accomplish goals, because your mind will be made up to check each goal off your list. Yes, I learned that when I was in high school. My dad passed when I was in high school. So after his demise, my mom stepped up her game. She had to play the role of the father, the mother, the uncle, the aunt. I remember she used to wake me up in the middle of the night. I will be sleeping and my mom will come to the room and hit me and wake me up. Say, my son, get up, get up, get up. And I would struggle to get up. I would struggle. A young man who values his sleep. But she would wake me up in the middle of the night. I would struggle to get up. And I'll say, good morning, Mom. Is there a problem? She would say, there's no problem. She would tell me to sit down. Just sit down, my son. Sit down. I want us to talk. And she would ask me this very simple question. My mom would say, John, what are those things that you want God to do for you? What are those things? What do you want God to do for you? And I would start to mention these things. I'm talking about in the middle of the night. Could be like 1 a.m., 2 a.m., but past midnight. And as I start to mention the things that I want from God, my mom would say, John, I know you have so many things you want God to do for you. But right now, it's not all about you just saying it. Go grab a pen and a piece of paper and come back right here. What? I will be going nuts because she just disturbed my sweet sleep, possibly my sweet dreams. And I would go and grab a pen and a piece of paper. She would say, sit down, write down those same things you have just mentioned to me. And I would write down the list. My mom, till date, is a staunch Catholic. Like, she is a staunch Catholic. I never knew Catholics in Nigeria because I grew up in Nigeria. I never knew Catholics in Nigeria to be evangelists. But prior to them adopting that method of evangelization, way back, my mom would drive to an unknown destination, park her vehicle, and start going from house to house evangelizing as a Catholic. So she had some principles. She had an altar, a Catholic altar in the house where she keeps her Bible, her Christian ornaments, accessories, her Bibles, her rosaries, So she would say, this list you have written, my son, go and place it on that altar. And I would still struggle, walk out of my room, walk out and go there, drop it. And I would return right back to her. She would say, sit down. This thing you have just done, I want you to take it seriously. Every day of your life, take it upon yourself, my son, to go to that altar, go through that list, and when God answers any of the prayer or the request you have on that list, I want you to strike it out. Is that clear? I would say yes. She would say, do you know the reason why I have asked you to write down these things and put them on the altar? She would say, it's because God answers prayers faster when you write them down. That was what my mom told me. I still remind her about these things till date because she's still alive. She would say, God answers prayers faster when you write them down. Little did I know that my blessed mom, little did I know that my great mom was preparing me for a mission greater than myself. Little did I know that my beautiful mom was teaching the young me how to set goals, not just how to set goals, the importance of setting goals. And when I got married, my wife found it challenging because whenever she wants me to do certain things, I would always tell her, please write them down. I would say, write them down. And when I say write them down, it annoys her because she feels she needs to spend so much time writing down things. We had that at the early stage of our relationship. I'll say, write them down. It's not as if I don't want to listen to you, but I just don't want to listen to you and miss out anything. I was able to finally and gradually make my wife understand why it is important to write lists. When you give me a list, I am sure of what you want from me. But when you just tell me verbally, research has proved it that the brain processes millions of information within a minute. Never rely on your brain because your brain can give you too many ideas and no clear direction. So writing down your visions, having goals encourages us to take action. When you have goals, they encourage you to take action. And this leads us to the fifth and the last importance that I will be talking about today. The last important reason for setting goals. Goals help you live your best life. Oh my God. Let me put that in the chat for you, comment section. Goals help you live your best life. From the day you learn how to write down those things you want to achieve in life, your life will take a new dimension. Your life will take a new dimension. Lately, I've been getting comments from friends and family members who knew me while I was growing up. They would say, John, I can't even believe it. How your life just transformed completely, like a 360 degree. I get that a lot. And it encourages me to do more. It encourages me to be better. I get that a lot. How did that transformation come for me? Let me share a little secret with you. How did I transform from the old me to the new me? It was as a result of setting goals. And let me remind you that writing down your vision, your dreams, and those things, those ideas is not the main thing about goals. What matters most is adding a timeline to your goals, because it is those timelines that will drive you. It is those timelines that would give you a sense of urgency. It is those timelines that would help you discover your purpose. It is those timelines that would help you stay focused. Yes. Now, I remember, when the pandemic first, when we were told to, or rather when the lockdown started in the United States, that was somewhere around March of, March. Yes, around March of 2020. And we stopped going to the gym. And, we had no choice. And we stayed at home. We started doing some, personally, I was doing some push-ups. I was, trying to walk around. But at some point where the virus got worse, we all decided to stay back in our homes. And gradually, I started losing my passion for going to the gym or for working out. 1 month passed, no workout. 2 months passed, I didn't work out. 3 months, 4 months, 5 months. And you see, gradually, that goal that I set for myself previously regarding staying fit gradually died. But when I resumed traveling, when things opened up gradually, recently, I resumed traveling. I've already started traveling, When it resumed, I was at the airport and I wanted to rush. I was running behind. So I was trying to run to catch a flight, right? And I realized that when I finally got to the counter, I was panting like, I don't know. I was so exhausted. I was so exhausted. And I never had that feeling in a while. Prior to the pandemic, prior to me stopping my workout routine, I could run as fast as I wanted. And when I stopped running, my breath normalizes immediately, right? But on this very day, I was panting. I couldn't even move. Then all of a sudden, I started reflecting, what's going on? Then I told myself, John, it's because you let go of your health goals. You stopped working out. And this is the end result. What are you going to do now? Immediately, I told myself that I was going to hit the gym when I got back from that trip, right? And I did just that. I went back to my gym. I renewed my membership and I started working out. I set that goal for myself and I was able to achieve it. Now, setting goals is one thing, and being able to achieve those goals or work towards those goals or work on those goals is another thing. That's why Les Brown would always say, if you do what is hard, your life will be easy. But if you do what is easy, your life will be hard. Yeah, life was almost hard for me because I stopped working out. I found it an easy route to relax. I stopped working out. But the repercussion was brutal. So if you procrastinate, it is easy. If you push blames on other people, it is easy, right? If you look for things that fall within your comfort zone, those are easy things to do. And if you choose those easy things in your life will be hard. But if you do the hard things, like realizing your mistakes, realizing your shortcomings and taking action, those things are hard. If you learn to apologize when the apology is necessary, those things are hard. If you learn to always write down your thoughts, it sounds easy to write down your thoughts, but I dare you that it is not easy. If you learn to write them down, your life will be easy. So I want you to write down this quote. It is very important. If you do what is easy, your life will be hard. If you do what is hard, your life will be easy. So goals help you live your best life. Could be in your business. If you have a business plan before you start your business, I always encourage that. That's the best thing to do. Your business plan is your roadmap. It's not as if you cannot drive a car without a roadmap. It's not as if you cannot build a house without a building plan. But if you build a house without a building plan, you and I know that that building will not be strong. You and I know that that building will not be able to stand the test of time. If you drive your car to an address, for example, if you want to go visit a friend who just moved into town, and that person says, oh, I live at this address, come over, and you have never been to that place in your life. If you get into your car and just start driving because you think you know the address, my sister, my brother, it wouldn't take you long before you get at the next intersection. Because when you get to the traffic light, because you don't have a roadmap, you don't have the address in your GPS, You will be confused at an intersection. You wouldn't know if you should make a left turn. You wouldn't know if you should make a right turn. You wouldn't know if you should keep going straight. It is the same thing. Have your business plan. Have your workout plans. Have your project plans. Have your lifestyle plans. Have your vacation plans. Have your family plans. Have your financial plans. And when you do all that, when you have those goals, have your financial goal, have your health goals, when you have all that, you will be able to live your best life. People would always tell you, they would always notice it in you that your life is different. Your life is unique. There was a research done some time ago where some graduating students were shared into two sets. And they asked one set to write down what they would like to accomplish in life when they got out of college. And they asked the other set not to write down. And later in life, when they realized that they had all gone to a certain level, the research confirmed that only those who were able to write down what they wanted to achieve in life were truly able to get close to what they wanted. And some of them were able to achieve it. So there's so many research that have been done regarding setting goals. So when you're setting your goals, make sure you have realistic timelines. My goal is to hit the gym at least 3 times a week. I don't intend to be a bodybuilder. I don't intend to be calm. I don't intend to become a wrestler. I don't intend to become a boxer. You know, what I want for myself is a healthy lifestyle. So going to the gym at least 3 times a week is good enough for me. And it is a realistic goal. So when you're setting your goals, always remember to set goals with realistic timelines. Set realistic goals with realistic timelines. Zig Ziglar said, what you get by achieving your goals is not as important as what you become by achieving your goals. I want that to sink. What you get by achieving your goal is not as important as what you become by achieving your goal. So in the process of you setting goals, always remember that you have people living around you. Always remember that your goal is to impact lives. Always remember that your goal is to make your life and the lives of the people around you better, not just for you. Your goal should always point at the direction of helping not just yourself, but helping everybody who you come across. You can never go wrong by doing that, right? I'm going to give you a recap. You can write them down if you want to. Goals create a roadmap for success. You can write that down. Goals are the targets towards which you point your life. Let that sink. Written goals help you to see where you are going. It helps you to see what changes you need to make and if you are progressing towards your goal or towards your prize. Because your goal is your prize. Your goal is your prize. And to achieve your goals, you must make certain sacrifices. But in the process of you making sacrifices, we understand that life happens. Life happens. In the midst of so many goals we had, the pandemic hit us so bad. It hit us terribly that right now, a lot of people are trying to recover. There's what we call Murphy's Law. Murphy's Law can happen to anybody, to any business, and at any given point in time. Yes. But when you get hit by life's challenges, always remember what Albert Einstein said. He said, in the middle of every difficulty lies an opportunity. In the middle of every difficulty lies an opportunity. So it's up to you to decide whether whatever hits you while you're trying to achieve your goal is an opportunity or a challenge. The choice is yours. No wonder Henry Ford said, whether you think you can or think you can't, you are right. And my great communication mentor and coach, Les Brown, would say, when life knocks you down, try to fall on your back. Because if you can look up, you can get up. It means for as long as you can look up, for as long as you have a reason, for as long as you have a reason not to stay on the ground, you would always get up. When life knocks you down, try to fall on your back, because if you can look up, you can get up. Let your reason get you back up. When you have a definite target, it positions you for real success. When you have a definite target, it positions you for success. I know I have said a lot today, but let me just end on this, with this last one. It is very important for you to set goals in 7 areas of your life. I want you to take this seriously. Write this down. Set goals in the 7 areas of your life. What are those 7 areas? The first one is the spiritual, the physical, financial, relational, social, professional, and mental. You see those areas I just mentioned. I will put them in the chat for you. Now, always make sure you set goals in all those 7 areas of your life. Give me 1 second. All right. So always make sure you set goals in those 7 areas of your life. I'm trying to put it in the comment section, but it's not allowing me to do that now. Okay. Yes. Give me 1 quick second. Okay. So I put in the comment section for you. It is important for you to set goals in these 7 areas of your life. Yes, please. This is very important. So you can know exactly how to break down your goals. Yes. Set goals, set your spiritual goals, your physical goals, your financial goals, your relational goals, social goals, professional, and your mental goals. No matter what you tend to achieve in life, if you do not have these goals taken care of, you will not live to enjoy yourself. You will not live to enjoy your journey. Right? My question for you today, I want you to write down this question. This is a very important question I want you to go and ask yourself. What are you doing today to turn your goals into reality? Please. I'll put that question in the chat for you. And it's very important for everybody who listens to this program. I want you to write down your answer in your journal. Write this question down and provide an answer. Write your answer down. That's the question. I just sent it to you guys. All right. Very important. What are you doing today? I'm not talking about what you plan to do. What are you doing today to turn your goals into reality? I believe your response would help you achieve the life that you want. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to please like and share this broadcast. Even if it doesn't resonate with you today, there is somebody in your contact list that needs to hear this message. There is somebody who has been waiting for a lifetime to hear this message. Like and share this broadcast. If you're listening via podcast, please share it. If you're listening or watching via YouTube and Facebook, like and share. I'm not asking you to give money now. I'm asking you to do this for free. If this is what you can do this Sunday to empower somebody out there, please do it. Like and share this broadcast. And for those of you who are watching the replay, just type #replay so I can know you're watching the replay. #replay. Let me put that. #replay. Life is very serious. Setting goals would help you make it simple. Time is important, and it is goals that you set for yourself that would help you navigate. It is those goals that you set for yourself that would help you live your best life. I am a living testimony I'm a living testimony of a transformed human being. I am a living testimony. When I was much younger, I did things that, if given the opportunity, based on what I know now, if given the opportunity to live life again, I would not even make the mistakes I made in the past. But those mistakes helped groom me. Those mistakes helped me become who I am today. And as you are watching me and listening to me, do not let your past determine your future. We have all we have all done things that we once had regrets for. But my question to you is, are you living a life of your choice now? Are you striving to become a better person, a better version of yourself? If you are striving to become a better version of yourself, whatever you have done in the past that you regret, let it go. Let it go. I am telling you this today. Let it go or be dragged. Let it go or be dragged. You have the gift of life. And the gift of life promises you the ability to start all over. For as long as you are alive, you have the opportunity to set new goals. For as long as you are alive, you have the opportunity to become a better version of yourself. And if you always make the right choices, your subconscious mind will gradually erase all those things that you wouldn't want in your life. It is a gradual process. Little drops of water makes a mighty ocean. We have all gone through these perilous times right now, where the pandemic has made so many things become too obvious right now. The level of depression has increased. The level of anxiety has increased. The level of domestic violence has increased. Even the level of hunger has increased. But I want to reassure you today that whatever you are going through is only a phase in life. Set new goals for yourself. Set new goals for yourself. Heraclitus said, the only constant in life is change. After this pandemic, we will have more billionaires. We will have more millionaires. Why? Because a lot of people who understand the importance of personal development would see the pandemic as an opportunity, but not as a challenge. And that is the mindset I want you to have. Yesterday, I was with some friends of mine, some very good friends of mine. And we were talking about how tough things are back home back in Nigeria, where I'm originally from. And we're talking about how people are going through those challenges. Then I said to my friend that with what I know now, no matter how tough the financial situation gets, I will be able to create something of value. And that is the mindset I want everybody who is going through challenges to have. That it is possible. It is possible to be the different one in the mix. It is possible. Life will not wait for you. So you have to do what is necessary to regain your peace. And for those people who have been hit with the COVID virus, for those people who are currently sick right now, for those people who are in the hospitals, I want to reassure you that the only constant in life is change. Whatever you are going through in your body is not a permanent thing. I just want you to believe that it is a phase that will pass. And the moment you believe this, listen attentively. The moment you believe this, that it is a phase that will pass, your belief has already healed you. And if you believe this moment that you are healed from whatever illness, I want you to place your hand on your chest with that same belief, only with the belief, and say, I am healed. I want you to say, I am healed. Your faith, your belief has already healed you. It is a phase in life. Same time next year, you will be having a different conversation. Yes, believe it. And set those goals for yourself. Set those goals that would help you recover. Start reading books that would motivate you wherever you are. Start listening to motivational messages. Set goals not to listen to things or watch things that would put fear in you. Focus on building yourself from the inside out. Be intentional about the things you want. Set those goals. Be intentional about what you consume, your diet. Be intentional about your thoughts. And for those who have lost loved ones due to the pandemic or cancer or any other form of illness, I want to reassure you that those whom you have lost are in a better place. They are just no longer on earth struggling with us. They no longer feel any form of pain. They no longer have to struggle. They no longer have to bother themselves about if the future will be bad or good. They are resting in peace. And I want you to realize that. Do not hurt yourself. Continue with your work. Continue with what you were created to do on earth. Set new goals. Immortalizing names of those family members or friends that you have lost. How do you immortalize their names? You could go to a charity home, a shelter. You could do some charity work. Pick the date, the day and the month that that person transitioned, and do some charity work on that day and month every year for the rest of your life. And that person will be smiling wherever she or he is. That is what you should do. I really haven't met you. I don't know where you're watching me from or where you're listening from. I don't know how much you know about yourself. Neither do I know what the people around you know or think about you. But one thing that I know for sure about you is that you are an abode of greatness. You've got greatness within you. You are unstoppable. You are unstoppable. You were not created to exist, but you were created to create an existence. You are stronger than you think you are. And remember, today is the first day of the rest of your life. Think about it. Thank you all for listening to this broadcast. I can see people, commenting. Thank you, everybody. Oh, I see Rosalinda. Rosalinda, I know you're all the way in Philippines. Thank you. And who else? Let me just pick some few comments. Thank you all. Oh, yes. I see Ify McCoy. That's my brother. Thank you, Ify, for watching the program. Good morning. Oh, Sherry Smith. Thank you so much. Good morning, Sherry. Thank you. I see Beth. Beth. Thank you. Yes, Beth is now, for those of you, I'm going to do a free ad for you, Beth. For those of you who would like to go into the network marketing business, Beth is a good connect. You're a good plug for network marketing. Yeah, you can always reach out to her, and she can put you in line with a network marketing business that would not cost you so much money. Beth, when my people reach out to you, I want you to always see them as your people. Do what you can to help them. Beth is on Facebook. You can send her a DM. If you want to get into the network marketing industry, she can help you out. Thank you, Beth, for watching. Yes. Thank you, everybody. It's something I enjoy doing. And for those people who would love to be motivational speakers, please feel free to send me a DM. And I'll be more than happy to help you out. For those people who want to make donations to our foundation, this is the website. It's johnughulufoundation.org. johnughulufoundation.org. Go to that website and you will be able to donate money to support us. And we need your support. All right. Thank you. Like and share this broadcast. Thank you all for tuning in. And until same time next week, I want you to go back and set new goals. It is very important. Set new goals. Have a great day, everybody, and enjoy life. It is meant to be enjoyed. Bye-bye.
Abode of Greatness Worldwide is a greatness center and a subsidiary of John Ughulu Foundation, a 501c3 nonprofit organization, and our mission is to serve, lead, and impact. Disclaimer: this is not a religious organization.